standing here for exactly 25 minutes, waiting for you two to show some signs of life. And if you don't eat your healthy kale smoothies and get into the car right this second, I am going to confiscate every single electronic device in this house until you are both old enough to collect a pension.
I cannot believe you are forcing me to wake up at this ungodly hour just to drink a green liquid that looks like it was scooped out of a stagnant swamp. And honestly, your parenting style is becoming so oppressive that I am seriously considering writing a formal protest letter to the International Board of Children's Rights.
Oh
Mother,
no!
while I appreciate your dedication to our nutritional well-being, the sheer volume of your voice at this hour is causing a significant amount of stress to my prefrontal cortex, and I find it highly unfair that I am being lumped in with Jane's bad attitude when I am clearly the more responsible and academically gifted child in this family.
Now, girls, let's just try to have a peaceful morning without any screaming or slamming of doors, because my coffee hasn't kicked in yet, and I would really like to enjoy one single breakfast where I don't feel like I'm sitting in the middle of a war zone between two very angry teenagers and a very frustrated wife.
I am so incredibly angry at Mom for making me wear these ridiculous shoes that I have decided today is the perfect day to cause a complete and total disruption that will force the entire school to shut down, and I don't care if I get in trouble as long as I get to go home and sleep in my comfortable bed.
Jane, your plan sounds dangerously impulsive and highly illegal, but at this point, I am so annoyed by Sir Oscar's 3-hour lecture on the history of dust that I am actually willing to help you commit this academic crime, just so I can see the look of pure chaos on everyone's faces when the bells start ringing.
I see two sisters whispering in the hallway instead of studying their Latin root words, and I am warning you both that if I catch even a hint of mischief, I will personally ensure that your permanent records are stained with the ink of 1,000 failures, and you will be spending your weekends scrubbing the gymnasium floor with a tiny toothpick.
Oh look. Jane and Lisa are touching the big red box on the wall, and it looks so shiny and pretty, like a giant candy bar, and I really want to know what happens if we pull the little handle, because maybe it will rain lollipops and sprinkles all over the classroom and make Sir Oscar turn into a big silly marshmallow.
Unbelievable! I am grounding you both for 999,999 years. You will be staying in this school until the bricks turn to dust and the earth stops spinning. To the office! Now!
I don't care. I don't
I
care.
don't care.
I 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 don't
I
care.
don't care.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
care. I don't care. I don't
I
care.
don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
I have spent the last 3 hours apologizing to the fire chief, the principal, and the entire school board while my blood pressure reached levels that scientists didn't think were biologically possible, and I am officially announcing that you are both grounded for exactly 564,785,647 years, which means you will not see the light of the sun, the glow of a smartphone, or even a single slice of pizza, until the human race has evolved into a completely different species.
I have spent my entire life working hard to provide you both with the latest dolls, the shiniest gadgets, and every single plastic accessory your hearts desired. But since you decided to use your freedom to create a citywide panic, I am officially declaring a total confiscation of every toy in this house. Not only am I taking away the electronics, but I am adding another massive sentence to your mother's punishment, which means you are now grounded for a grand total of 999,988,887 years. And you will spend that time contemplating the void of your empty toyless bedrooms.
Frank, I completely support your decision to escalate this punishment because 500 million years clearly wasn't enough to send a message to these two troublemakers, and now that we are approaching 1 billion years of grounding, they might finally understand that their actions have consequences that will outlast the very mountains and oceans of this planet.
This is a blatant act of psychological warfare, and the confiscation of my vintage doll collection is a crime against humanity that I will never forget, even if I live to be 1 billion years old, which apparently I have to do now because you two have decided to turn my bedroom into a high-security prison for the rest of eternity. How am I supposed to survive without my digital life and my creative outlets?
I have been standing here for exactly 37 minutes. And if you two do not get your backpacks on right now, I am going to make sure your social lives are completely cancelled for the rest of the century.
I am officially declaring a total hunger strike against education today. Because Sir Oscar is a terrifying monster who makes me feel like my brain is being squeezed through a very tiny and very rusty pasta machine.
Mother. My intellectual spirit is currently undergoing a period of extreme hibernation, and I believe it would be a medical catastrophe for me to attend school while my soul is this incredibly tired and grumpy.
Oh my God!
I am taking your phones away.
No!
This very second. If you don't stop complaining and get into the car, because I am not paying for a data plan, just for you to use it to plot a rebellion against your own parents.
Oh no!
If I see a single person even blink their eyes without my permission, I will personally ensure that your grades are dropped so low that you will have to attend summer school for the next 300 decades.
Oh no!
Lisa, my bladder is currently screaming at me like a fire siren, and I think I am going to explode in the middle of this room if Sir Oscar doesn't stop talking about the history of ancient dust bunnies.
I am in the exact same situation. Because I drank 3 giant smoothies this morning just to make Mom angry. And now I feel like I am carrying a giant ocean inside of my stomach that is ready to burst.
Oh look, Jane and Lisa are doing a very funny little wiggle in their chairs, and it looks like they are trying to do a hula dance without any music or any pretty grass skirts. Can I dance with you guys, please?
I am telling you, for the very last time, that this is a basic human right and a medical emergency. And if you keep denying me access to the bathroom, I am going to make sure that the legal consequences for your strictness are more painful than the history of the French Revolution.
It is scientifically impossible for a human being to concentrate on complex mathematical equations when their internal organs are under this much pressure, and your refusal to show a single ounce of empathy is making me realize that you are a cold, unfeeling robot who clearly hates children and joy.
Oh my God!
I do not care if you feel like you are about to turn into a human waterfall, because my classroom rules are written in stone, and I will not allow 2 rebellious sisters to disrupt my lecture just because they drank too much juice before arriving at my temple of learning.
I am never going to show my face in public ever again, because my life is officially over and everyone in this school is going to remember me as the girl who turned her history desk into a private swimming pool just because a mean teacher wouldn't let her walk 10 feet down the hallway to the restroom.
My entire future as a dignified scholar and a future leader of the scientific community has been completely washed away in a single moment of biological betrayal. And I hope you are happy, Sir Oscar, because you have successfully destroyed my self-esteem and my favorite pair of expensive designer leggings in one fell swoop.
This is the most grotesque and unprofessional display of academic misconduct I have witnessed in my 40 years of teaching, and I am officially declaring this classroom a hazardous waste zone while I ground both of you for 1,500,000,000 years of eternal cleaning duty. I am calling your mother, Linda, and your father, Frank, this very second, and I am going to demand that they build a special cage for you both because you are clearly not ready to exist in a civilized society with other human beings who know how to follow basic classroom procedures.
You are grounded for 6,798,765,678 years because you turned that classroom into a giant, soggy swamp.
No, no,
no, no, no.
no, no,
No,
no,
no, no, no.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no, no.
no, no,
No, no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no,
No, no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no,